Hey guys, so welcome to Joe's RC Corner. This is my first time doing a um, live stream. But considering everything going on in the world right now, it's been a little bit crazy. I'm sure most of you can agree with me on that one. Um, I don't really have the greatest equipment here to do live stream, so I'm doing my using my laptop here with its camera, and hopefully the sound is coming through okay. Um, we'll take a few minutes here and wait and see how many people join in on the stream here and see what type of interest there is. So we'll give it a few more minutes here. So I'll go ahead and I'll just start. Some people can watch this later, recorded. So um, there's a lot of craziness going on in the world right now. I'm sure most of you are aware of it. I'm using this time. Of course, I got to work from home, so I have my normal work schedule that I still got to keep up while at home. But I'm also working on my projects out here in the garage while I'm out here. So if I got to be home, might as well make it a building season as well. And I hope most of you are also doing the same. But basically, was able to get quite a bit done on the Giles build, and I'm a little bit behind on the videos that you guys have been watching. So I wanted to do a quick update on this so that everyone can kind of see how much work I've actually been getting done. Um, and I do want to apologize in the beginning here with some of the guys out there that have been watching my channel since the beginning, have been very interested in how I do my covering. Unfortunately, I did not record any of the covering on for this part of the aircraft, for this aircraft. But I do have a video specifically for covering, since that plane pretty much is going to be a covering job. So just keep that in mind. I haven't forgotten to do the covering for you guys, but like I said, I've been really working on this plane, just trying to get it done and looking nice. So most of you guys have seen the color scheme that I've been going for. Um, I'm not sure how well you'll be able to see it, but that's the color scheme I was going for. But I made a few minor changes to it, so I hope you guys don't mind. But did a few minor changes. Let me go ahead and switch to my other camera, and I'll put me in the corner there. There we go. So there's the aircraft. Basically, it's just sitting on the stand. I don't have the cowl on right now, as you can see. I still have to sand and prep the cowl, make sure everything is good. But I wanted to seal off the firewall where the covering overlaps onto the firewall. So I made up some 30-minute epoxy with some denatured alcohol, thinned it out a little bit so I could brush it on nicely, and went ahead and sealed the front of the plane again, where the covering overlapped over the first former up there. So went ahead and got that done. And so I have that part completed, and I wanted to go ahead and take a look. Went with a 1-inch blue stripe on the side of the fuselage to separate the red and the white. Same with the wing. I'll move the camera up a little bit higher here so you can see the top of the wings. Looking really nice there. So I got the 1-inch bar of blue with the white center stripe, and then the red leading edge and trailing edge. Pilot's just sitting in there. He's not glued in or anything. Tail feathers are just trial fit. They're not glued in place, but I just wanted to make sure that everything aligned properly before we got a little bit further along. You see the cowl sitting over there. The cowl is going to be painted and sanded. I'm going to try to get finish getting that set up for the engine with the cutouts, and then look at trying to getting that mounted so that we can so that I can go ahead and put a primer coat on that, sand it down, wet sand it, and then lay down the white hopefully today. Might wait a week before I go back and add the red and the blue. Now for the blue, I used a metallic blue here for the covering. I think I might go ahead and use the covering and iron it onto the cowl and then seal it. I'm going to be sealing that with it's a two-part in a can. It's the 2K clear coat, and it's designed for cars. So it's a two-part. It's gas-proof because it's a two-part paint. So we'll be using that on there. So keep an eye out for that part. But I'm hoping that'll give me a nice, strong, clear coat on the cowl and also on the wheel pants. So that'll make sure that stays nice and strong, and a nice clear coat on those parts when they get access, just in case any gasoline gets on that. So the next steps that I'm going to be doing today, I'm going to do a little bit of covering around where the canopy goes. I have some silver. I'm going to go ahead and cover that area with silver covering. And I got to finish making up the pilot cockpit areas as well. Get that all nice and cleaned up and looking good. And not sure what else we're going to be doing on there. Does anyone? Anyways, so yeah, we'll continue working on this. So like I said, I apologize. There'll be one more video coming up that's scheduled next Saturday, so keep an eye out for that. But the videos for covering, I like I said, I've been really trying to get the aircraft done. And since I'm between working from home and working on the plane, I have not really set up the camera for anything, and I do apologize about that, guys. But like I said, I do want to go over some covering techniques that I use. And like I said, I have another aircraft that's going to be an ARF recover. It's a brand new ARF, but the covering is in bad shape. So if you look on my next video, you'll see that. And so we wanted to go ahead and we're going to be recovering that aircraft. So let's see what else. Put in comments anything that you guys have questions on that maybe I can answer for you. Go ahead and put them in the comment chat area there if you can want to. I'll be happy to answer any questions along the way. I'm only going to probably be on here for maybe about 15-20 minutes or so. This is the first time doing a live video, so I just want to see how this works out. See what, if there's anyone here that this becomes more interesting or anything like that. Just let me know. Is anyone having any issues hearing me? Video quality, things like that, just go ahead and put those in the comment area there. Also, if you have any specific questions about the aircraft, what I'm doing with it, how we're setting it up, just go ahead and put those down there in the comments in the chat area as well, and I'll be happy to answer them as they come in. Okay, so the Giles, what we're going to be doing on here next is I'm going to be mounting everything in the airplane and the covering on the cockpit area, trying to get that part all done as well. we'll be installing the servos and probably reinstalling the engine so I can get and this time the engine will be getting reinstalled for the final time on it. Let's see. Do have some more, some other decals that are going to be going on the aircraft. I'm going to have to be making those. So if you guys might be interested in that, go ahead and put them in the comment area as well. And I can go over making the vinyl decals and maybe even doing the cutouts for the aircraft as well. So looking at probably doing some stars, probably 3 or 4 stars on the left wing top panel, and then Giles 202 written out on the right wing panel in the white section. I'll be making up an N number to go on the empennage of the aircraft towards the back, and probably making also a decal of course, Joe's RC Corner, because this is since I'm going to be flying it, I'll go ahead and do that. See, I only have one viewer right now. We'll give it another 10 minutes or so and see if anybody else comes back on. No questions coming in, but one of the other projects that it's going to be a little bit more shown in the next video. I got a Hangar 9 Cap 232 ARF. It's the quarter scale 1.2 Matt Chapman. And if you follow me on Facebook, you probably have already seen the short promptu video on that. But we're going to be recovering that airplane. The covering's in pretty rough shape. So we're going to be doing a similar color scheme, but we're going to be doing it in a red, white, and blue. As you can see, I do like the red, white, and blue on my airplanes. So we'll be doing that. We got a Valley View RC 30cc twin that we're going to be mounting on that. Should be a really nice engine for that airplane. It should fit in the cowl beautifully and should look pretty nice. So we'll do that'll be the main video that I'm going to be showing off some of the covering techniques that I'm going to be using on that aircraft. I'm going to try to keep it simple and not go nuts with down and dirty, but high level overview of how I do my covering on a couple of parts of the aircraft, and we'll go from there and see how people react to that one. Also, like I mentioned in a previous video on my my DX8 G2, I did change out the gimbals on it. I put the Tyrannus gimbals on it, and they seem to work pretty good. I have not had any issues. I did have to do some modifications to it to make it work properly in the directions that they're supposed to go. So just keep that in mind if you do want to do this modification. But I can kind of go through some of that with you guys if you're interested in it. They're the Hall effect gimbals on that radio now, and they are very nice. They're very smooth. Not going to tell you that they're better than the original DX8, but or gimbals, but they're pretty good. Yeah, so they work out pretty nice. Pretty happy with them. Not sure what else you guys would like me to discuss. I'm not seeing any chat on here live. But So I guess we'll kind of leave it at that. It's been about 16 minutes. I haven't really seen more of a schedule out ahead of time. If you guys might be interested in that, put that in the comments for the video if you want to watch this after the fact. And we'll maybe do another one down the road if anyone might be interested in doing more of these live videos. I'll be honest with you, it saves me time. Editing those 1 hour videos it takes a lot of time away from my family and from projects that I want to get done. But if I can share my experience and my skills in building model airplanes to get more people involved, then it makes it worth it. Now, one thing I do want to just touch on, guys. This is a crazy time right now. There's a lot of stuff happening with the coronavirus and so on. I want to make sure that everybody is staying safe, staying healthy. It is definitely one of those scary times right now. And like I said, everybody stay safe, stay healthy, follow the precautions, and follow what everyone is trying to get everyone to do to make sure that your family and you stay safe and healthy. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Like I said, leave comments below. If you guys would like to see more videos like this, let me know, and we'll go from there. So keep building, keep flying, guys, and stay healthy.